Welcome to Hilltop Pups. This is Miss Lucy. Had to put this into, my first video got cut off, so sorry about that, and I had already pretty much groomed her. So we're going to do the other side, because I had just done one side. So this one, her coats may be grown out for 2 months, maybe about 8 weeks. So, but what's happened now is this is just frizzy. Just the ends need to be cut off maybe a 1/4 of an inch, because I want her fur to grow long. Kind of like, human hair. If you're trying to get long hair, you just go in and say, I just want a little off the ends. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do. Also, she didn't have any mats because the English Goldendoodles have a very soft fur. I mean, this is unimaginably soft. You just want to take her and go, ugh. And so they don't get many mats, and I'll say many because they can get mats. Usually I would find them behind an ear. No mats there, but she did have one here, and took me maybe all of about 2-3 minutes to get it out. I do need to brush it a little bit more. So what I did, you take a scissor, and some kind of grooming scissors are going to do a lot better than your household scissors. But I just went through the mat because it wasn't matted too loosely yet. And Lucy, you're going to stay up here. I'll have to put a leash on you. I know. But you can go through and go like this and try to get those mats out just a little bit. Because she still had some down in here. Oh, here's one. But if you get your scissor underneath, and this was bigger when I started. I got it mostly out. So I just went through, it was a big clump about, my battery's going dead. Sorry about that. My phone shut off for a minute, but she did have a mat right here, and it was like this big. So what I did was I went in underneath and just made about 4 cuts up, because it was loose enough yet where I could stick my scissor in, and I see one there yet. The top of it hasn't brushed all the way off. So then I just brush it out. So with the slicker brush, the one with all the little prickly needles on it. And you always want to start and go up under their fur, get to the base and get it out. Any tangles that are starting. There you go. Look at our pretty tail. I haven't clipped anything off of it yet, but I'm just gonna raise it up like a beautician raises up your hair. Cut it straight. Just cutting off any flyaways. I like to shake it down. Their tail is just the prettiest thing. Look at this tail. So I don't want to cut it all off. And this is what you're going to be doing if you want your dog to get long fur. Groomers are not going to do this for you, because a groomer only schedules about 45 minutes for each dog. And they may do other dogs in between. So what they're planning to do, they do the preliminary cut, put them in the bathtub, do their bathe them, then they put them in the drying cage, and then they go work on another dog. So they can't do a whole dog like this and bathe it and dry it in 45 minutes. So if you took your dog in there to the groomer, unless you know some fantastic groomer that's going to hand cut your Goldendoodle for you. I don't know any here in town where I live. And you can also do just cut around their anal hole there in the back so that nothing sticks. So what they call a privacy. And people say, oh, right, I'm going to cut them. Well, I'm not putting the scissor horizontal with their fur. You always want to cut away from them. So the flat edge would be the one touching them. I need to cut back here too. Just a little privacy cut there. Get those flyaways. Okay. Now, save the tail. Now we're going to take this little girl and scoot her way back here. Okay? I'll get you on the table because she's trying to walk forward to get away. Okay, this little girl. Show you how I cut the face real quick. Your dog. So this is in between groomings. I mean, this is 2 months in, and I want her to grow long hair again. Flat side of the scissor, the outside scissor. This is how I'm cutting at her eyes. I'm going to put the base of the scissor here and cut down that way. You know, so you can get up under some of this loose fur. Just, especially if you get one that gets gunk or tears. It's nice to keep that hair right in the corner of their eye a little shorter. They all get some kind of like, little teeny tiny little crusty stuff. And I usually just scrape them with my nails, or you can take a comb, and you want me to get some of this away too. It gets in your way. Then here I just went like this, all the way across. I know, we gotta get done, don't we? I'm tired, I don't want to stay here either. I'm starting to get a headache, and I thought, well, I'll take you out here and groom you. Because she was starting to lift her head, trying to see. So, there she is. I've done that. We just went like this. And then to cut the top part, I just bring it up with your fingers and cut what's sticking out. And you just keep doing that and just kind of get it all even. What's left? This one. Yeah. Get a nice rounded look. There you go. Nice rounded look. Well, once I brush it, and then I might see some long stuff I can get out. Okay. Got that. And then you want to say the face. So if you want to brush it down, you brush your face here. Make sure you don't get the nose. I know, I'm very careful with this. All right, yeah. So let's get this other side over here. Get this all down straight. How about this? Oh yeah, get ya. Yeah, you like that? Oh yeah. That dark stuff around your face. You could use a bath, I guess, but I don't feel like doing that today. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so flatten it down, and then whatever's sticking out down here, you just want to even that all up. Then that will give you your conformed look. Like this. Look, you got a goatee down there, girl. You do not need that. So I've just brought it all down. Make sure it's just nothing is left sticking out. So again, I'm not a total professional. I just make my dog look the way I want to. I never went to any kind of classes on grooming that because I just started grooming my own dogs. Yeah, it was time to give you a brush though. You did need a good brushing. My daughters work here in the morning, so I'll have them give you tomorrow morning when they're going through their chores. Okay. And then your ear. Yeah, I like long ears too, so I'm just going to shape it up a little bit. There you go. Look at the long ears. This part's not looking a little old yet, because And then too, I'm just taking the whole body. I'm going to go down through the whole body and cut off about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. And you'll get a very conformed look that way, and it'll look good. It'll all be about the same length on her body then. Because if I took this dog to a groomer right now, I mean, they would just take the clippers, and usually I'm sure they'll shave them down, hopefully, if they're a good groomer with the number 5 or 7. So that'll leave your fur about 1/2 inch long. Not completely shaved. They should never take a 10 unless your dog's matted. If you had serious mats, then you need a 10 because you have to get down to the skin and get under the mat. And that's why they shave them down, because they wouldn't have time to get mats out through the entire body. I mean, it's okay if you have 1 or 2, but if your whole dog gets matted up for some reason, I don't know why. I mean, the only thing I ever get is behind the ears, because my dogs wrestle with each other and they go for the vulnerable parts. So maybe under the front legs I'll have a mat, and then pretty much I just cut those out, because you can go shorter underneath the legs. Or either I get the clipper and we just do it straight. But so I'm just taking all their fur up and getting it all nice and even again, because it's just looking like it's not split ends. It's just, I would say it's the way the hair is growing. Some of the hair is longer than others, and making it look like she has flyaways. So hopefully if we keep doing this for maybe through the winter. Because you are an inside dog, so. But I will show you now how the other side's starting to look, because I started on that and then my video is cut off. But she's getting very. Okay, so this side I already started, so you can just see how like silkier this is looking. You are so soft to me, aren't you? And I trimmed up the front pad here already, so you can see how nicely shaped that is. So I just brought it back, took the fur, whatever's left on top, and this is just furry because she's picking it up from the table. Whatever's left over the paw, I clip off, because I'm starting to notice, you know, she just gets sloppy wet running around in the wet, dewy grass in the morning. Somehow she dries and she looks perfectly clean, and she's all wet. They don't. But, okay, so we do that, and then you get, you know, you always want to bring their paw out in a natural position. You don't want to like pull it out to the side or something, but if you can see that, just nicely shaped. Maybe she has it on the ground. Okay, and then the back paw. Always helps if I can like put a hand underneath there, because I'm gonna pull it up, and then get some of the fur off the table here. Okay, see if I can get it in a position where let her body lean on mine. So I'm gonna cup her paw. And you don't have to pull it up too high. Loosey loose. Yes. And that paw in the back, I mean, usually I cut a big chunk of that out, because I don't want her, you know, with wet paws coming in the house. And she knows when if she has wet paws, I leave the crate, her crate's always there, and the door's open, and she'll just walk in until she knows she's dry again. Hey, 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 I'm not done. This isn't done. We have more yet to go. When it's down, now that I've got the natural lie of your paw, now you have a nice paw, and I can see what's still sticking up over here. And usually when I'm grooming, I like to skip around, just so I don't wear her out. But now that is a cute little paw. Probably hard to see on here, but she's looking cute. Got two nice little shaped paws. And I'm gonna finish. I'm not totally finished yet, but didn't want to bore you. But this is how you just shape up in between. Just have to remember it's your dog. You don't have to be perfect. I always just pull the fur out and clip it off. Pull the fur out, clip it off. So I'm just clipping off what's long and doesn't look like fresh hair, giving her. Plus she's only like 15 months old, so some of this fur coming out, she could still have some puppy fur left, and then she has the longer adult fur. So you can also do that when your dog is getting, your puppy has reached the adult fur stage. So there she is. The tail is all nice, and shake that off again. Make sure we don't have any extra flyaways. I also like to go on top too. Not really. Beautiful tail. There's some up here yet, don't I? Okay. Well, thank you all for joining me today. So this is just a coat refresher. Get it all back looking beautiful. Because I have taken this dog everywhere with me this morning. She went to the chiropractor because she loves doggies. She always loves it when you come in and bring dogs. Yeah. Nursing home, oh, I tell you what, if you have a dog, just call the nursing home and tell them your dog's very well behaved. Can you bring it in? Because you say, I don't know of a nursing home that says that you have to have your dog certified to bring them in. Because you have to know your dog. When you have a Goldendoodle like this, I start training them at 3 days old. At 4 months old, they're about half their energy's gone, and by 7 months old, another really milestone. That's when you can let them out. You can just let the crate door open at that time. They've learned what they can touch and what they can't, so that's another milestone. So really, after 7 months, they're pretty much, aren't you? You're pretty much trained. And I mean, I don't take my dogs to any formal trainer, but what I do is I talk. So every time you're doing something, you say treat. I tell them what kind of treat it is, because I only give them chicken jerky or a vitamin. So they know when I say those words where it's going to come from. They love it, don't you? Get your vitamin when I'm getting my coffee in the morning. Okay. Got this side all looking good. So again, just bring that fur out and get that top layer. Just getting the frizzies off you, girl. You're gonna be such a pretty girl. Daddy's gonna like it because he's gonna say you can see again. Just want to get that front where I cut. You want to get that blended in to the bangs. Oh, look, there's a big clump. Hey, 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 hey. Look at that. How's it look if I brush it, huh? Helps if I brush it out and get that other ear brushed. How about that? Yeah. Under your ear. So I'm picking up her ear and I'm just brushing it from the bottom up. Just to make sure we get all the mats out, or anything that could lead to a mat. So same thing with her fur on her head. I will start here and go forward. Probably could have done this first, but yeah, I'm always the one that does the preliminary cut real quick, and then I come back and just shape it up after I brush it out. That seems to work best, less time for me. I mean, if I brushed it out and cut it, I'd probably have to go back afterward. I know she just sighed and went, ugh. She's very vocal. She is a mini. She weighs, I think the last time I weighed her was like 25 pounds. I think she'll max out at about 28 pounds. So, are you looking better? Let's go over here. Is she looking better? So after I get it all brushed out here, it's not very well brushed. Does that feel good? You're closing your eyes. That feel good? Yeah. That all looks awesome. You're looking so pretty. And you can, okay, pull that ear up and get that off. So I'm just gonna get your ear out of the way. Gotta put a clip there. You need a hair clip so that all this kind of just comes down and goes around the front. Right. And I haven't done this part yet. So I can see but now you can see how there's some long stuff. Just like to get it round. There she is. Put your head down. Oh, they can't see you. You want to see Lucy here with the rounded head? Oh, I don't have you brushed very good there yet. You're too tall. Oh, okay. I'm gonna tilt you down. Look at that. Don't you look amazing? So we're done with your head and your ears. We did the back paws on the other side. Look at you. Look at them. Look at that. We shaped it around the top of your head and your ears and your muzzle. You just look so cute. Yes, you do. So for the muzzle, again, you brush it down, smooth it out, whatever is left, and then, you just shape it up. And then that way, it's the same length on both sides. Hey, my cutie. So that's it. Now we can do front paw if you want to see me do that over again. So this one, well, gosh dang, it's my phone fell down. So you've got this paw. We do the other one I've done. See if you can tell. I've only cutting off about a 1/4 inch there. I don't want to make this too long, but pull the paw back. First I was at an angle. You can't really get at an angle where you can see it. But if you see all the fur there on her paw, so cup her paw, all the fur that's sticking up from the paw pad is what you cut off. And the long hair on her pads there. And then you end up with a product like this little furry paw here. Nicely shaped. So then you're just cutting the fur off that's going to hit the ground, basically, so that you don't have paw prints when you come inside. So here we are, Hilltop Pups. I look a mess, but she looks gorgeous. Yeah. You're a good girl. Look at that. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's such a good girl, aren't you, Lucy? Okay, see you guys.